There comes a time in every life when the pretending becomes too heavy to carry. It might happen quietly. No spotlight, no applause, no dramatic breakdown. Just a quiet awareness that you're no longer interested in performing a role that was never yours to begin with. You look around and realize how much of your life has been shaped not by who you truly are, but by what others have needed you to be. The good one, the strong one, the reliable one, the one who doesn't make waves. And maybe you've played the part so well that even you started to believe it. But deep down, something has always whispered the truth. A truth that doesn't raise its voice, but doesn't go away either. It lives in the tension between what you show and what you feel. It lives in the ache of inauthenticity, in the quiet fatigue of trying to be palatable to everyone but yourself. There's something sacred about finally deciding you're done with all that. Not out of anger, not out of rebellion, but out of reverence for the soul that's been waiting patiently to live uncaged. You come to see that it isn't selfish to take up space. It's holy. You realize the goal was never to be perfect. The goal was to be whole, to be integrated, to be seen not as a performance, but as a presence. To feel peace, not because you've convinced the world to approve of you, but because you've stopped needing them to. The turning point is subtle. You stop asking, what do they want from me? And you start asking, what do I want from myself? And maybe for the first time, the answer feels clear. You want to be real, not curated, not managed, not filtered through the lens of what's acceptable or strategic, just real. You want to speak without editing yourself in real time. You want to move through life not with calculated grace, but with grounded honesty. You want to breathe freely, live deeply, and love without the fear of being too much or not enough. You want your choices to align with your truth, not with someone else's expectation. You want to come home to yourself. That is not weakness. That is power. It's not noisy, but it's unstoppable. It's not about proving anything to anyone. It's about no longer abandoning yourself to belong. And when you finally cross that threshold, when you decide to trust yourself more than you trust the judgment of others, something shifts. The world doesn't change overnight, but your relationship to it does. You stop begging for permission. You start honoring your own rhythm. You move differently. You speak differently. Not to impress, but to express. Not to win, but to align. This is the beginning of something lasting. Not a moment, but a movement inside you. One that will not settle for less than truth. One that insists on integrity, even when it's inconvenient. One that lets the masks fall and the soul rise. You are not here to be a copy of someone else's idea of success. You are not here to shrink for comfort or twist yourself into shapes that make others feel better about their own untruths. You are here to be fully, radically, unmistakably yourself. No mask, no charade, just the masterpiece you already are.
It shows 1,000 lies, 1,000 faces in disguise. But deep down you know the truth inside. It's where your real heart resides. find your way. But your voice must have its say. The world's a stage, but don't play their role. Sing the anthem of your soul. Be true, be bold, let the real you unfold. Don't let the world shape the soul you hold. Shine like a star, no mask, no charade. Be the masterpiece that you were made. Every flaw, every scar, there you are. Pieces of you that set you apart. Don't erase, don't replace your truth. Your heart is the only proof.